YouTube, it's Rico, man. I'm back with another video. Let's see what we got going on, man. We got the Utah Jazz versus Denver Nuggets full game 7 highlights. The series went crazy. Nobody expected Denver to come back from the 3-1 deficient. Y'all already know it's highly unlikely that a team that's already down 3-1 is going to come back that series and win. But it happens only to the rarest of the rarest teams. It's just that simple, man. They did something special and definitely something that not everybody can say they have done. They went at it this series. Me and my bro was literally talking about this series, and we thought Utah was just going to definitely close them out. But, man, Denver, they came to play, especially Jamal Murray. He stepped up big. 4 games straight. No, 3 games straight, I mean. Because after they went down 3-1, it's just something took over, and he was dropping 40, 50-point games, all that, especially Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell definitely, I could tell he did not want to lose this series, but it happens. It's a team sport. Just because you might be doing everything the right way or doing what you got to do for the team to win don't mean everybody else is going to capitalize off of that and do their job. I ain't saying everybody else ain't do their job, but it still kind of fell apart for the whole team just because of the simple fact Jamal Murray went off. They made clutch plays. Defense kind of let him do whatever he wanted to do on offense, and at the same time too, they didn't have really a lot of people that was gonna match what Jamal Murray or Donovan Mitchell was doing in the series on the offense. So it's pretty much basically those two battling it out. But Jamal Murray definitely had some more pieces that was more versatile on offense and stuff and defense and using their size, because Jamal Murray was surrounded by monsters. He got Nurkic. Is it Nurkic or Jokic? It's Jokic, not Nurkic. It's Jokic. He had him, and he already a big man that got the handles of a guard and can play pretty much any position he wanted to play because he can facilitate, score, all that shit. So he got him, backing him up. Bobo, they kind of used him, but after I think lost 2 straight after they won that very first game, they kind of went away from using him, which I wish they didn't, because they got to let him build confidence. Because he's a really great player. He definitely going to be something in this league to come on in the future as long as he stay healthy and stuff. But they definitely went away from him and just depended more on Jokic and Murray. Pretty much the whole starting 5 for them to go ahead and do what they got to do to try to come back and close out, which they did. So shout out to the Denver Nuggets. But Utah, man, Donovan, he did everything he could this series not to choke and let the series fall. And I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, they choked the 3-1 series lead, but Donovan definitely didn't choke. He was doing everything, every single game from start to finish, and trying to do everything in his power to not let his team lose. But it happens, man. Sometimes your team just, it's more like I said, this is a team sport. It don't, just because one person can go off don't mean the rest of the team is going to go off or do their job pretty much to the level you're doing it and help secure victories. Because we seen it with Jordan, we seen it with LeBron, we seen it with Kobe, we seen it with Dwayne Wade, everybody. Allen Iverson, we seen it with everybody. Just because those players happen to go off and doing their job to pull the W doesn't mean necessarily they're going to win a series, especially a competitive series, and pull out a dub for everybody. It's going to take the whole team, not just one person. But it is what it is, though, man. We're going to go ahead and get started, man. And, yeah, start a video record. Started. Now let's start the video. Aww. Hey, hold on, y'all. I messed up. I got to redo it. Starting video record now. Alright, that's started. And starting the video now.
Shot clock already down to 6. Eagles firing from deep, got his first
Ingles,
shot.
I forgot about him too. He definitely a good knockdown shooter. That boy is definitely very, very valuable to the team.
Mitchell taking on the defensive challenge of guarding Murray here. Jeremy Grant knocks down the three. Boy, what more screens per game than the Utah Jazz.
Good ball movement.
Conley on the baseline, great
ball movement, y'all. Hey, ball
21.
movement do wonders, especially in the team sport.
Downhill off the screen and gets the layup. Morris off the Millsap screen and gets it.
Good shot off the screen. See what Donovan do.
Mitchell's been a little bit quiet until now with the easy slam.
Had two defenders on him, easily just went right around him, man. Hey, if you on a double team, you at least got to block off any vision of going to the rim. You got to block all of that off. Everybody knows once you double team, you got to block vision from getting to the rim or the path, whatever you want to say. But, yeah, man, they kind of left him open all the way on his right side, so it was easy for him to just get around that double team. But other than that, let's continue.
They're ready to exhaust themselves on both sides, Mark.
Yeah, he was certainly defiant, Cassidy, after that Game 6 loss. As Gobert gets an easy one.
Utah definitely need another piece. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's definitely clear.
Set an incredible example.
And I know they got Jordan Clarkson and stuff like that, but they need another actual, like, great starter. Not a person coming off the bench, because Jordan Clarkson is one of those guys. He's great, but you want him to come off the second unit. It's just some players, yeah, they scoring high numbers or it can get going on the offense, but some of those guys are best used coming off the bench. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. Y'all know how you got somebody that's a beast coming off the bench, but if they was in the starting lineup, it's going to kind of be 50-50. You don't know what kind of version of them you gonna get. Pretty much it's gonna be kind of tough to determine if that person is gonna really play good that game, etc. But he's just one of those players where you best used off the bench and then coming in with the second unit doing what you got to do. But they definitely need another starting piece that's an offensive threat, and that's more evident. That's more clear as day right now, pretty much.
Traction and identity, those great battles. Georgetown, Syracuse, Georgetown.
Hey, he gotta clean your shot for a center. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You don't want to wait because it gets
definitely a stretch
so
big.
The mindset has got to be he's got to have his foot on the gas pedal. Gobert converting the alley-oop. Jokic with the easy putback, and he blew it. Mitchell with great hustle to Porter Jr. and Conley stole it. Wow, the sequence. They got a 3-on-1.
And Conley, he ain't really been the same. I'm sorry. Conley ain't been the same since his Memphis days.
It's back Game 7. Hey, not too loud. Not too loud now. Gary Harris, who just returned. He's got.
I didn't even know that he returned because I didn't really watch this game. But once I seen that they said that they came back and won, I was like, wow. And it looked like the light just died. I got to charge the light on the camera. But anyway, Gary Harris, they definitely need him. He definitely going to be a big piece that they need for the Clippers, man. Because Jamal Murray went off this series, but at the same time, Utah didn't have another go-to guy. So pretty much they was even in terms of two players being able to produce around the same numbers. They showed his numbers and they showed Donovan numbers. They're kind of basically the same. Just Donovan, I think, averaged like 4 more points. But they were all shooting the ball good from field goal and 3-point range. So they definitely had been able to just duke it out evenly. Nobody had more talent than the other pretty much. But definitely against the Clippers, Jamal Murray is going to definitely need help on the offensive end. Jokic and Harris, they definitely got to get their numbers for sure for them to possibly upset the Clippers. It's just going to definitely take all that they can do. And hopefully Bobo, because everybody knows the Clippers right now have no type of size to basically, on paper, battle it out with people that got 7-footers and shit. If you play Bobo and Jokic, and then you got Murray and Harris going off, that's going to be hard for the Clippers to stop. They already can't really guard teams that got a 7-footer it don't even matter. They just gotta do what they can on offense to basically even the playing field, pretty much. But if they playing everybody next series, they definitely got to utilize their size. That's one thing for sure they got to do.
Dad here in attendance watching. Clarkson inside with a soft touch down. He was able to get in some good workouts with some teammates in LA. He's got 4 points. Inside, tough move, and one. Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot about Porter. Yeah, Porter got to play good, too. That boy is something special right now. He got to show up next series. He got to. Because you got to make Kawhi and PG work on defense. If you make them work on defense, you're going to basically impact the way they're going to play on offense. Because if they use too much of their energy on defense, offense is going to be even more of a battle. Just because of the simple fact they already use so much energy on defensive end. Now they got to try to do what they can to create on an offensive end. It's going to make them work even 10 times harder. It's just that simple.
Here's up court to Gary Harris. He's a guy that fell in the
Denver definitely got a lot of pieces, so
great find by Michael Porter Jr.
Good play.
It off to Porter Jr. Foul line jumper, missed everything.
Alright, I promise this is my last time really pausing a lot, but I felt like Denver definitely shouldn't have been down 3-1 this whole series to begin with, just because of the pieces they got. They got Murray, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., then Bobo. So they definitely got a lot of pieces that they could use that should have had them basically finishing the series around 5 or 6. Because Utah realistically ain't got nobody on paper that can match up with Denver on offense or defense. But it is what it is, though. Everybody already knows. I even say this. Just because you got a great team on paper doesn't mean that team is going to play necessarily to your expectations of playing great just because of that alone on paper. Because once they go out there on that court, it's even playing field, to be honest. It's even playing field. As long as you're doing your job and making sure you're doing basically what you're supposed to do in your role. It's just that simple.
And quickly the other way, Jordan Clarkson punches it home and one. Count it.
Nasty, yeah, one.
Actually over on ESPN. Michael Porter Jr., corner 3, good.
Good shot.
Post up to
They definitely going to need that shooting to be going down for them against the Clippers. They're going to need all of that. All
That's
of
without
it.
scouting. Make it sound so easy, Mark. Jordan Clarkson made that one. It's only taken 5 shots. That's 2 points. Murray, floater, got it.
Tough floater, good floater.
Wanted to keep an eye on that. Times have changed.
Step back.
Mitchell with the step back and drills the 3.
Asked them how he was feeling.
I didn't even know they kind of down almost by 20 this game either. So once I seen the score, like I think towards the 3rd quarter, I think they was like really close.
Clock down to 8.
Utah definitely battled back this game.
Forced that one up and got it to go. Disagreeing with you.
Absolutely. Is that your way of saying you was wrong?
I was wrong. Man, you read code really good. Mitchell starting to heat up here.
And I seen he basically gonna sign an extension. He already said he gonna sign an extension. Shout out to him. He definitely deserved it and earned it. He definitely earned that contract extension for the max.
Millsap cross court. Monte Morris from the corner. Earlier here in Orlando.
A legend.
Yes.
Ooh.
The original Mr. Triple-Double.
His handles is just crazy. That boy can dribble that ball like nobody else.
That's why he's one of the best defenders in the restricted area. And Royce O'Neal past the 3.5-minute mark here. A little bit of sauce off glass and good.
One-on-one, he's killing anybody on ice, so it's just that simple.
Jokic down low. And this time connects.
Hey, his shot might be so high like dirt, but them foreign urine players, EuroLeague players, or whatever you want to call them, they know how to shoot that ball regardless. It might look like it's so high up that it might not go in, but they be smacking them.
Donovan Mitchell.
It'd be in the 4th quarter. Been a quiet night for Connolly until now.
Good shot by Connolly.
With the layup off the nice in and out. Game 7, that'll happen sometimes. Connolly off glass, Tipped up and in by Gobert, and it's down to
Gobert,
a
they definitely gotta utilize him even more next year. Him and Donovan is a good duo. They try to make Mike Conley that guy, but Mike Conley, like I said, he ain't been the same since Memphis.
Draws the foul on Craig, and boy, the Jazz have the challenge. And
that's that type of energy you need. Like I said, though, too, they had a situation, y'all already know, because of the pandemic and stuff, but they definitely worked it out, and I'm glad. So at the end of the day, you don't want to break your team up because of something like that, especially when you got two great players like that for your organization playing real well. You don't want to break that up.
Ingles is going to have to do it. Gobert won't. Just got it off in time. Wow.
That was a tough take. Good shot.
2-point lead for the Utah Jazz. Game 7. The winner takes on the Clippers. Jokic. Gobert didn't go for the
pump fake. Get big. He said get big.
But Gary Harris really denying Mitchell the ball. He won't touch it. But Ingles says it's okay. I got you. Murray to Jokic. The floater on the way and a soft touch. Nikola Jokic.
Y'all know what kills me, man? It's people really saying there's no defense in today's basketball. But I'm seeing a whole lot of defense, a whole lot of tough, completed drives and stuff, like contact to contact, but not everything is getting called. If these players really played no defense, wouldn't you think that these games would be all the way in the range of both teams almost down there scoring 130 points? Some people be over dramatic in how they talk about the defense of today's NBA. Like they just don't play no defense at all. They just swear everybody just running around, just shooting open shots all game and stuff. But if you watch these games, you really see that these teams and players really are playing defense. They're not trying to leave nobody open on purpose, none of that. They are trying their best to stay in front of somebody and make them work. But, hey, man, it is what it is, though, man. Everybody kind of hate on this league, and I don't see why. But there's no argument. This league and era, this league, obviously, this is the same league. But this era is the best talented era ever seen. It's just that simple. Because players aren't just driving and shooting mid-range shots. Now they shooting the 3-ball even more than MJ and Bird and all of them eras before. They're utilizing everything on the court. They're utilizing every person 1 through 5 in terms of getting shots and stuff basically outside of the paint. So everybody really ain't playing in their traditional way of playing basketball at their position. Everybody is kind of playing outside of what they are basically supposed to be doing traditionally at their position. But I like this better just because you're more of a threat on the court now compared to players of the past era. That's just me, though.
Tired, don't they, Mark?
But they're getting good looks. Okay. So you just have to trust your game. I like the way.
But I know it's a lot of people that feel the same.
Forget tired, Mitchell. Ties the game at 74. Jamal Murray, he pulls up and banks it home. That's his first
boy,
bucket
showing special too, man, for real. Denver definitely ain't gonna lose him. They need
Murray
him.
Got into Gobert's chest. They made the shot.
They need him for years to come for sure with Jokic. They ain't gonna lose Jokic or Murray. They gonna definitely need them for the rest of their careers.
Nice bounce pass to O'Neal, and he finishes at the rim. Shot clock at 5. Conley in the paint. Gobert finishes, and we're tied.
Plumlee trying to contest a dunk attempt. Swats him in the face.
Jokic against Gobert. Backs him down. Gobert stays on his feet. Tough shot. Made it. Jokic giving Denver a 2-point lead.
Oh, I guess it is Jokic. I call him Jokic.
He lost it. The Nuggets
I'm just now realizing
that. Murray.
Good play.
They missed the layup. Gobert got it. Mitchell hanging at the other end. 2 seconds to go for the win. And it rims out. Denver hangs on.
Let me see that last play. This game definitely did go crazy at the end, though.
The Nuggets come up with a defensive play.
This could have potentially just put the dagger in them. But if Conley would have hit that 3, that would have been something crazy.
For the win, and it rims out. Denver hangs on. Final score.
And that's pretty much the end, though. But Utah definitely got the potential to go deep in the playoffs, but they definitely need another piece in the starting lineup. They definitely do. Like I said, Conley was supposed to be that guy, but he just, to me, I don't care what nobody say. To me, he just ain't been the same since the Memphis days. I think too is because of the injury, because I think he got there, but he was injured when he first got traded there, or whatever the case was. Yeah, I think he got traded, but he was injured, so pretty much that injury fucked him up pretty much. And then on top of that, you playing with a whole new team and stuff like that. You ain't really playing with your old teammates from before. So I feel like definitely they need another starting lineup piece. Somebody that's gonna create on offense. Preferably create on offense and defense, but it's rare you get those two type of players in one, so it's kind of hard to try to figure that out. But if they get somebody that can definitely play offense, they definitely can have a chance to go further in the playoffs next year, because this series they definitely could have won when they was up 3-1, but like I said, it's only those rare special teams that come back from 3-1. So we're going to see what Denver do, man, this next series, man, because this definitely going to be a testament to that team. Like I said, on paper, they got more size than Clippers. Clippers definitely should not be able to match up with nobody past the 3. Because once they get past the 3, which is Michael Porter Jr., you got Jokic, and then you got Bobo. Who else they got that's big? Oh yeah, Plumlee coming off the bench. Those are 3 7-footers right there. So realistically, if they want to, they could play big, just because Bobo, he's not a traditional big man. He could play from the perimeter, inside, mid-range, all of that. Same with Jokic. I'm gonna say Jokic. That's how I sound. That's pretty much how his name sounds to me. But Nikola, I'm gonna just call him Nikola. I'm gonna call him by his first name, Nikola, and then Plumlee. If they want to play big in certain parts of the game, they definitely can, because you already got 2 demigods out there in Bobo and Nikola. But Plumlee, he is more of a traditional big, but he's still a big man that Clippers really can't guard against because he's so big. So if they want to, like I said, play big, and then running your 1 and 2, of course you got Murray and Harris. If they do what they supposed to do, they definitely realistically supposed to beat the Clippers. But like I said, once they get on that court, all that go out the window. Like once you on that court, it's an even playing field. It don't matter if this person bigger than you, etc., etc. As long as you're doing your job the right way and everybody else is following in line, doing their jobs at their roles, then hey, anybody can win. But like I said, realistically, Denver should win next series. But we're gonna see how that go, man, because this is gonna be a testament to PG and Kawhi. And I know Kawhi ain't gonna fold so easily. We already know what Kawhi capable of, great player, and he gonna do everything he needs to do. We already know that. But PG, Lou Will, and Harold, they gotta play their game. They can't take no chances with Denver, especially a team that just came back from the 3-1 deficit. So they got all the momentum and confidence to play against anybody pretty much. So Clippers definitely got to be careful, because this team is going to be dangerous. But we're going to see, man. That series, I'm definitely reacting to every game of that series. Also, before I end this video, I know this video is long already. I'm motivated more than ever to bring videos every single day for y'all, no matter what. Because, man, I'm seeing all of these other YouTubers and YouTubers from my city. Not a lot of YouTubers, but yeah, actually it is a lot of YouTubers from my hometown and stuff that I'm seeing just going crazy, living the way they want to live, man. I'm definitely trying to be in that type of situation for sure. So I'm more motivated than ever, y'all. I promise, videos every single day, man. It's simple. I gotta make this happen. I got to go crazy in order for us to get in where we want to be on YouTube. It's just that simple. I can't take no days off. I'm on full grind mode, and we grind in the 5K. So y'all gonna see me doing a whole lot more active on social media, Instagram, all of that, because I rarely post on Instagram, but I'm about to start going crazy, man. I'm just more motivated than ever, man. And the sky's the limit. It's just that simple. But other than that, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to go down in the description box and follow us on our social medias to stay up to date. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell, man. I got to start telling y'all that more, too, as well. Turn on y'all notification bell because y'all don't want to miss when we upload. It's just that simple. But other than that, see y'all later on. Peace.